Hey everyone, welcome to day 6. Welcome to day 6 of Game Beyond the Game presents Talk That Talk, your 21-day transition. I am Sam Pearson, second-year MC, host, celebrity mindset consultant, and award-winning speaker. I teach people how to be a better version of themselves from the inside out, and I am pleased to be joined by founder of Game Beyond the Game, Prince Daniels Jr. Prince, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed to be here to hear other people's stories. I'm blessed to have this platform, and I'm looking forward to other athletes tell their stories so they can make a difference in other athletes' lives, man, no matter where they are in the world right now.
Awesome. Well, today we have an amazing guest. You'll see why in just a moment. We have Mr. Jason Carter, who's a former NFL wide receiver and now high school football coach and father of 2 boys. He previously played at Texas A&M. I guess that'd make him the Aggie, and then the Minnesota Vikings.
That's right.
And Carolina Panthers. Jason, welcome. How are you doing?
Hey, man, I'm great. I'm grand. I'm feeling fantastic. The sun is shining. Life is good.
Awesome, man. That's great to know. Now, I know you're smiling, got a great spirit, a fresh cut. We see all those things about you, man.
That's right. That's right.
Things
Let the
seem to
people
be
know,
going
man.
well.
Tell them, keep on going. You got about 10 more, 15 more seconds. Let the people know.
You're loving, you're caring, you're admired by all. So here's the thing also, Jason. What I understand is you understand a little bit about work ethic and preparation. I can already tell just by the way you carry yourself that means something to you. Why is preparation and work ethic so important?
I think whenever you're in a situation of playing professional sports, college sports, or even high school sports, you better learn quickly. You want to separate yourself, it better come with some preparation, and it better come with some work ethic. Anytime you can apply those 2 methods, then I think you'll have something great.
Is that something you were born with? Did it come easy? What do you do every day, or what did you do every day back then to ensure your preparation, to have the work ethic that you had that got you to the next levels?
I don't think I was born with it. I think, I was easily motivated, meaning I always wanted to try to be the best at what I could do, or even if there was competition, I wanted to be the best. So, remember going through sports and basically sometimes not even having to work for it, just kind of go through it and dominate it. But then you learn quickly as you move up. There's other guys just like you might be better than you. So you learn quickly, if I want to be different, if I want to be better, then I better learn how to work right now. Or you watch them and say, okay, what makes them so special? And then you learn quickly, hey, man, you see why this dude is catching this many passes, or this dude is breaking these records, or these dudes is having this much success because the way he prepares, or the way, he works. So then, you either ask yourself, and you be real with yourself, do I want what he has? Do I want to be the best? And if I do, then I need to apply this, And so I think you have to be real with yourself and be extremely honest, because a lot of people are going to pat you on your back and tell you this, tell you that. But it's till you look yourself in the mirror, and ask yourself an honest question, because you can lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to yourself. You know if you got better or not. So that's what I try to apply.
So you mentioned a work ethic and watching other guys, maybe being inspired or pushed by other guys. Is there anyone or a couple people that you can think of that are top of mind that inspired you to push yourself, or you were impressed by their work ethic?
I was, in college, I had, one teammate. I thought Terrence Murphy worked his butt off. He played high school quarterback when he came. In the class we did, I was the quarterback in that class, and then I ended up switching positions. But I watched how he worked. When I got to the NFL, I watched, Steve Smith. I watched Darren Sharper. He was actually, he taught me a lot about how to be successful. And he taught me a lot about work ethic, preparing and watching things. And so, I kind of watched those guys like Steve Smith. One thing he told me when I, signed with the Panthers, he was just like, if you don't work, then I don't want to be associated with you. So I remember saying man, this dude is one of the greatest wide receivers to ever play the game. 5'9" maybe in stature, but unbelievable work ethic, watched him put on his work boots every day at practice, go out there and just grind through practice. So I remember saying, oh, if he can make that catch, I can make that catch 10 times better than he can make that catch. You know, if he does that, I can do this too. So it was just like, and, you know, I watched brother PJ, you know, when we was getting ready to go to the NFL, I watched how he grind. Dude it seemed like he never got tired. So I was just like, all right, I constantly got to match his energy, you know, like, and when you get around your people like that, for me, like I said, I'm easily motivated. So it's like being a sponge. You take the good, get rid of the bad, you know. So I watched PJ grind. I watched how much energy he had always. You know, I don't think I ever seen a day where he was just ever tired. So, of course, me being a better, bigger, better-looking brother, you know, I had to apply that, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, wait a minute. I ain't finna let this dude just outwork me. But he motivated me. So it was just, like I said, easily motivation, you know, easily motivated.
Amazing. So I know there have been some transitions. You know, where does that spirit come from? You seem to be a real sad guy. No, I'm just kidding. So where does that?
I think, you know, like I said, well, I've always been like the life of the party. I always tried to be anyway, because I just, you know, just a natural high. You just want to be on that natural high. You just want to be full of energy, because, like, you know, people and energy is contagious. You know what I'm saying? Like, positive people are contagious, and when you're positive, you can influence, and when you can influence, you can, you know, inspire change. So I think that right there, you know, gave me a reason to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm healthy. I ain't got no problems going on. I got, you know, air in my chest. I can breathe. I wake up every morning. You know, I'm thankful. You know, my kids are healthy. You know, even in this time where it's pandemic and there's stress and there's, you know, frustration, people just sit back. You can take the positive out of this. There's more time to spend with your family. There's more time to work on another craft. There's more time to improve yourself. There's more time to create change too. You know, like right now, what you guys are doing for people, giving people the game beyond the game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's powerful. You know, most people, you know, I think there's more positive people out there in the world, but you get more negative press, more negative attention, because negative, you know, like I say, I'm big on, you know, if you hang around positive people, you can get positive results. If you hang around negative, you can get negative results. So what happens is you start spreading negative energy, then negative energy spreads. It infects more people. I think it's more contagious than the flu, you know. But, you know, I mean, like, if you just look at it, I mean, but if you, like, think about it. Think about if this was spread in a positive way, you know, where, hey, guys, everyone is healthy today. Let's go out and let's conquer the world. You know, like, let's go out and put your best foot forward. Think of how much, you know, that might affect the world versus this negative stuff.
Absolutely. Great insight. Prince, what thoughts you have? I know you guys know each other, right? You've been around each other. You know, what questions might you have right now for Jason? What thoughts? What are you feeling? I mean, probably as the better looking, stronger, more competitive. He paid me to say that, Jason.
No, you were right. You were right.
It was cold that night.
You're right, man. I'm definitely the better looking and stronger, and but no, man. All jokes aside, man, this is the guy that this is my brother. I call him my brother. I mean, just always been there for me. Just been we've always had a really good support group for each other, and just always that mutual respect. It was funny when we first met each other. It was that. We had a workout together, and we looked at each other, and our trainer said, "Hey, you're gonna do three things." He said, "You either gonna shit on yourself, or," he said, you're gonna vomit, or you're gonna do both."
Gonna do both. I was like, I guess I'm doing both.
And I remember looking at Jason like, "You ready?" And he was just like, "Let's go." And so after that workout, man, it was one of those things where you looked at the next man and you shook your head. It's like, okay, I see your grind. I see that respect. And that leads me into my question. See, Kobe said, he said that he has nothing in common with lazy people. So would you say that resonated with you, Jason? Or just that line?
Yeah, I think, you know, like, because if you talk to a lazy person, they're gonna give you every excuse and every reason why you can't do something. You ask them, like, man, hey man, let me Hey, let's get up in the morning. Let's go grind. Man, let's grind at 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh man, that's too early. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's get out. Let's go run a mile or two. No, man, what we running for? You know, they're gonna give you every reason why. So I agree 100% with Kobe, but you see what made Kobe so great, because the first things people talk about was how he prepared and his work ethic. You know, like, and he had to be anal. You know, all the great ones that I know are very anal about everything. You know, like about how they work, about how they prepare, about how they put the food in their body, about, you know, it's just, man, it's just the ones who are great. They go above and beyond. You know.
So let me ask you this question then, Jason. So what does discipline and work ethic really mean? And then, like, because it's such a broad statement, but like, what do you tell your boys? Like, I guess that's the best way to explain it. Like, what do you tell your boys now that you have the opportunity to instill something that you've learned in life into them?
Well, so here's the biggest thing with me. I always keep it real with my sons, and I always make sure they know they can talk to me at any time. First and foremost, like before we even get into the workouts and stuff, like I'm your biggest advocate. You know, you come to me, I'm there for you. Like, I'm a father first, but you know, we have this thing called the pause rule. You know, you've done something bad, you can say, "Dad, pause," and I'm gonna say, "Okay, what is it?" Then you can let me know what it is. You could have been shot someone in the toe. But if you come to me and let me know, then I can figure out how I can help you, son. You know, so I want to make sure I always have that open line of communication with my kids. Secondly, whenever, you know, I ask them, what do you want to be in life? Or what do you want to do? And they, like my youngest one, it's funny because my oldest one looks just like me, and he acts just like me. He's lazy, you know, like laid back, like he's charismatic. He's all these different things. But my youngest one wants to be just like me. He wants to be better than me in everything. So it's like when they both get out there and work, I asked them, you know, like I had them come do a boxing workout yesterday, you know, and it was a tough boxing workout. And they was like, "Dad, I'm tired." I'm like, tell it to somebody who cares, you know, like, I don't care about you being tired. Like, what do you want out of this? You want to be great, or you want to be just average? Like, the tired people the average people are going to tell you, "Dad, I'm tired. Dad, this is too much. Dad, this work." I'm like, "No, son, like, this is preparing you for a life lesson that's coming ahead. Like, it's going to be something in life that's going to knock you down. Or do you have an excuse?" You know, because the ones with excuses, they're going to be left behind. So, you know, like, I think discipline, you know, it comes with your character. It's about who you are when nobody else is watching too. You know, like, because there's been times where, you know, you want to go out. I remember, like, going playing pro ball. I remember being out to 4 o'clock in the morning, wanting to hang out with the fellas, but going straight from 4 o'clock straight to the facility and sleeping at the facility versus going home and being late. So I said, "Nah, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go straight at 4 o'clock, 4:30. I'm gonna go to the facility. 5 o'clock, I'm gonna get in the sauna, do my jumping jacks, my sit-ups, wake myself up, get prepared to go to this meeting, kill practice, and then I'm gonna rest when I get home because I chose to go out." So I wasn't gonna let anything get in the way of me trying to be great. I'm not gonna let anything get in the way of my children trying to be great, or me pushing my kids to be the greatest, you know, if it's artist, or if the greatest, you know, senator, or the greatest doctor, or the greatest sports player, if that's what they choose to do. But whatever they choose to do, I'm going to push them to be their very best. I'm not going to let them settle for mediocrity, you know, especially when greatness is available. Like, because that's a lot of things. A lot of kids and a lot of parents will say, "Oh, no, you know what, I feel sorry for," you know, like, you know, you can take, no, don't give me that. Like, you're a young black man trying to make it. Like, and they are mixed, but guess what? Ain't nobody gonna care about them being mixed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not making this racial, and I can't, because my family is all multicultural. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have different type of races in my family, but as my young men are growing, I want them to be the very best and know that they have to outwork everybody. That's just me.
You know, that's amazing. Number one, there are no ribbons allowed in your household. I could tell. The best or nothing. I can dig it. Number two, you know, as you mentioned, you know, your boys and driving them and who they're going to be. That also lets me know that everything that you went through wasn't perfect. You had some tough times, I'm sure. But what advice would you give to the younger Jason? You know, the Jason 10 years ago, or fresh into the league, or out of, like, what would you tell the younger version of you? What advice would you give that Jason?
Man, that's an awesome question because I've often drive and think about that question, like what would I do differently if I was, 15 years back, and it's simple. It'd be like, take care of Jason first. Take care of Jason first, and not in a selfish way, but in a way that I've set myself up for the 15 years later. Meaning, um, I had a child at 24. My first child at 24. In reality, I should have had that child at 35. When I would have been taking care, doing what I love to do, because that comes with sacrifice too. If you don't, and this is so important for all the young men to hear out there, if you don't find the right person that's going to support your dreams as well as you support their dreams, your career could be cut short. Your work ethic could be tampered with. All these different things. And so, like, there are women. I know it's kind of like blunt, but that's what I wish I would have done.
Can you repeat that last piece? We lost you just for a second. Can you repeat that last piece?
I would say like, just stay into who I am and leave the women alone. Like every man loves a good looking woman, so I was easily distracted by that because of, whatever reason it may be. And even when I was with my children's mother, I chose, it was put her needs before my needs because I try to be that team first, and I wish I would have, just took care of that part first. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have put my needs first. I would have focused on getting there and achieving my dreams because other people not going to treat your dreams like you're going to treat your dreams. That's what I mean by that.
Wow, man. Thank you so very much for sharing that and really jumping into, what you'd say to your younger self and being that transparent, because it's likely some younger athletes who are going to come across this, or some recently retired athletes or what have you, that are going to come across this that need to hear that word from someone who's already lived it, experienced it as well.
That's what I try to teach all my younger players right now. I'm not in the game of shooting no BS at nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I read something the other day and he said, I'd rather have an honest enemy than a fake friend, which, spoke volumes because you think about it. At least if someone is honest to you, you know where they stand. So if somebody faking behind your back and you never know what they're doing and what their intentions are, man, it can lead you through a whole bunch of obstacles. And that's not something I'm looking for. I just want the straight and narrow. Tell me what my obstacles are. Tell me what my, what I got to go against, and then I'm gonna slay them. That's how I look at it.
I'd rather have an honest enemy than a fake friend. Prince, man, any thoughts, man? I know we're gonna get ready to close this out in a little bit.
I know Prince is like, woo, my brother is killing it.
He crushing it. He killing them.
Yeah. Am I sitting with my chest? Am I sitting with my chest, BJ? Am I sitting with my chest?
One I'll say that, like, Jason, I trust Jason with my kids, man. That's just our relationship. That's my guy. I just know that he'll always be there. But my parting question in words will be, what's some life advice that you can give to somebody if you knew that you were going to pass tomorrow? What would be some life advice that you would give some people?
I would say quality over quantity. Always appreciate the quality versus the quantity. I always tell my sons too, I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. And they was like, Dad, what does that mean? I'm like, look, you think about it. 4 quarters, you're going to get more worth out of that 4 quarters. And you're going to get more, people are going to be solid, right? Like if you give me 4 solid guys I can take on the world with, and that's going to push me, that's going to be up front. Jason, you wrong on this. Jason, you need to do this. Hold your, Jason, you slipping. I'm going to be a better person at the end of the day. Secondly, man, live life with no regrets. You choose to do something, you own it, But so if you choose to do it, you need to give me 110%. And if you can't, then you're wasting your time. Probably third, just love, man. Just love everybody, and don't judge them, because judging is so easy and it's something that we do all the time. Everybody. Sometimes I might get ready to pass judgment. I'm at to tell myself, Jason, that ain't right. You never know who could offer a blessing or what blessing you can offer someone. But a lot of times people mistake blessings because we judge. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that would probably be my 3 things, you know, that I would probably leave.
Thank you for
I'll probably want that on probably put that on my tombstone. You know?
100 years from now, 100 years from now. No
I just told my
time
son
soon.
the other day, I said, man, look, I'm living until I'm 95. I said, so, you know, I'm going to still be kicking your butt at 95. You know, I just told my son that the other day. So, I mean, I mean it. I mean, that's in my mind. That's what's going to happen. You know, and I ain't taking no other answers other than that.
Oh,
Nice,
man, that's amazing. Quality over quantity.
Mm.
Man, Prince, any parting words, final thoughts outside of that?
No, man, it's just that, you know, I love you, bro. You know,
Love you too, bro.
Wakanda, you knew that felt like the Wakanda salute was coming after that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah. If I would be the Black Panther, Prince wouldn't be him. You know, I know he got the genetic and all that stuff.
He already got the medallion to make the suit come on. Is not fair.
Yeah, I already know. He pushed a button, everything just I'm like, nah, it ain't gonna happen. I'm still in the suit. I'm still in the suit.
I just want to say, man, thank you so much for your time and your energy and your positive words, because I guarantee you the athletes that watch this, whether they're your predecessors, your successors, you know, they are going to benefit from just hearing this because it's a reminder that they are on the right path. And we're all looking to reach that one goal collectively. And so, and it takes a village to get there, man. And it takes a team effort to get there. So your words of wisdom and your story, man, of sharing your thoughts about life, man, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. You know, and that's my parting words. And Stan, you can carry us from here.
You know, man, again, Jason, can't thank you enough for being so transparent and honest and bringing your great spirit, because it truly is contagious, like you said. So thanks for giving some of it to us. Make sure that, folks, you continue to join us here for Game Beyond the Game. Talk that talk, the 21-day transition. And make sure you also join us for day 7 as we interview Rob Sims. Looking forward to that. Continue. What you got?
Yeah, and here's my one challenge to everybody. Well, it's kind of 2 in 1. But see if you can go a day with no excuses. See if you can uplift somebody else. Do something nice for somebody else, and watch what happens.
See if you can go a day without excuses, and see if you can lift somebody else up and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yo, we're leaving right on that. Heck yeah, love that. Folks, join us next time so we can continue to show you how you can achieve your game beyond the game.
Hey.
Thanks.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
Oh, yeah. Wakanda forever.
Have a good one, man.